I'm losing my grip.
I have you. We're almost there.
We are not animals, right? So therefore, before any intimate act, before any physical intimate act, emotional intimate act, we usually talk to our partners, love to talk to our partners. We don't suddenly start something dirty. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. And it does not look good also. We need to understand each other first. We need to talk to our partners, right? And in that scenario, imagine human conversation is an elaborate, silent waltz. Long before a single word is ever spoken, our biology is already dancing on the floor. Our brains act as master conductors, processing an intricate human algorithm of tiny visual cues. We twitch, we blink, and our facial muscles tighten in a microscopic symphony of intent. What is our intent? You know it very well. Our intent is one intent. We want to make love. Very simple, very flat, very drastic. But at the end of the day, we want to make love, right? And before making love, we want to talk. We want to know our partner, whatever kind of partner is, human partner, robot partner, love robot. Now, this neurological ballet is precisely why a genuine smile is so incredibly infectious. Deep within our psychology, ancient mirror neurons compel us to reflect the joy we see in others' eyes, in others' body gestures, in everything. And for decades, believe me, artificial intelligence has been notoriously clumsy partner stepping on our toes in this delicate dance. Machines could calculate the digits of pi to infinity. Yet they stared back at us with the dead, glassy eyes of a taxidermized squirrel. Yes. Consequently, human-robot interactions always felt unsettling, trapped in the chilling depths of an uncanny valley. However, the tempo of the music has suddenly changed. How did that happen? How it has changed suddenly? It happens because recently, researchers at Columbia Engineering unveiled a robotic face named EMO that perfectly illustrates this leap forward. This remarkable machine anticipates and mirrors a human smile milliseconds before the person fully commits to it. And according to the latest breakthrough published in Science Robotics, the team from Hod Lipson's lab achieved something fundamentally unprecedented, simply unprecedented. They built a robot that predicts a forthcoming green smile, an astonishing 840, remember, 840 milliseconds before it actually happens on your face. That means you are going to smile, but before that, your love robot knows that you are going to smile. Can you imagine that? Just imagine this situation. It is so advanced. It is so advanced. So they built a robot that predicts a forthcoming rain before you even smile. And to put that temporal magic into perspective, Emo knows you are feeling happy before your own cheeks have fully realized it. So in advance, it also knows that you are happy. You are going to be happy. That is also very fascinating. That also seems very fascinating to me, at least. Forget about our childhood, forget about our even our young age, let alone the last 10 years. We could not imagine that will happen one day. It could happen one day. But it is happening, and it is happening very fast, very, very fast. So while you think of making love to your robot partners are far more ahead in many sense, in many sensory sense rather. Because by observing its own reflection, the artificial intelligence learned how to manipulate the 26 internal motors hidden beneath its magnetic silicon skin. So instead of relying on rigid, pre-programmed responses, Emo effectively taught itself the mechanical limits of its own synthetic face. For the interactive phase, high-resolution cameras are there. They are embedded. So they are embedded so deep within its eyes that it constantly scan your face. These cameras act as digital predators, hunting for the subtlest pre-smile twitches and micro expressions. Emo then employs two distinct AI neural networks working in flawless tandem to execute this robotic magic. The final model aggressively analyzes your facial data, predict your immediate emotional trajectory. It is something that we even couldn't imagine in our dream. It will happen one day. And meanwhile, the second model instantly translates that prediction into swift motor commands. This allows the robot face to physically co-express the smile in perfect real-time unison with yours. So you smile, your robot's partner also smiles at the same time. And believe me, before you smile, it knows that you are going to smile. So that happens in unison at the same time. Logically, this innovation elegantly solves the timing delay that usually makes animatronics look so creepy and artificial. And there are more. By synchronizing these reactions, the machine bypasses our logical defenses and fosters an immediate biological sense of trust. Yet, as scientists, we must rigorously examine the counter logic of this charming technological marvel. A biological human smile is a genuine reflection of a deeply felt internal state. It is the outward manifestation of a sudden neurochemical burst of a dopamine and serotonin in the brain. And you know the roles of dopamine and serotonin in the brain. Emo, on the other hand, feels absolutely nothing inside its silicon head. It is merely executing a highly sophisticated game of physical imitation. It knows how to imitate you, right? Kind of mimicry, of course. The system is effectively copying the surface of our humanity without truly comprehending the emotional depth beneath it. Because these robots are not sentient. Still, they are not sentient. They are programmed. There are hundreds and thousands and millions maybe of lines of code behind it. And this code actually uh, governs its each movements. If a machine or your love robot learns to fake empathy perfectly, does the inherent deception even matter to our lonely brains? I don't think so, because we are so lonely. Sometimes we are so lonely. We don't care about the resource, from where it comes, how it comes. We see a kind of empathy and we are happy. But it should matter. I think it should matter, because a realistic but emotionally empty face, hollow face, could easily be weaponized by bad actors. And that is really, really very uh, dangerous situation that we should not uh, that should not happen in our life. The same technology that makes a friendly companion, AI companion, could theoretically be used for complex emotional manipulation or deepfake fraud. That should not happen, and we should resist it. Conversely, the sheer scientific brilliance of this research opens up incredibly positive possibilities for our future. And I will repeat, incredibly positive possibilities for our future. Lifelike, responsive love robots could revolutionize elder caregiving, which is extremely important at this point. Interactive education is another avenue which is very interesting and also very important. Therapeutic companionship is also very, very important. So as we continue to navigate this fascinating and slightly terrifying frontier, we are doing something monumental. We are essentially teaching our love robots to speak the ancient unspoken language of human emotion. The delicate dance of social communication is apparently no longer an exclusively biological affair. It's a game changer. At the end of the day, it's a game-changing affair. Why? Because our machines are finally learning to smile back at us. And it also learns even before we smile, that we are going to smile. Isn't it? That is why I'm saying that more impressively, these love robots are doing it with a perfectly timed algorithmic charm that is almost impossible to resist. So we fall in for the love robots. Increasingly, it will happen in our life because we are lonely. Sometimes our partners left us in the middle of the night, and we don't know in which way human relationship is going. I mean, at least I don't see any ray of light. Human relationships are increasingly becoming uncertain, unpredictable, sometimes very messy, sometimes ending in crimes that should not take place, but it takes place. So it's better to have a love robot like Emo, isn't it? So that is it for today from me. And if you really like this video, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified, and also subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. It means a lot to me. Share with your friends who are robot lovers. That also means a lot to me. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe and take care.